Okay, so what I'm going to do, wait 1 second. All right. What I'm going to do is a reading on Elaine Show and Mitch McConnell. So, an investigation was launched to see if there is some sort of collusion between Mitch McConnell and Elaine Show. Now, mind you, they are husband and wife. But the story is Elaine Show, who is the head of the Department of Transportation, and Mitch McConnell, who is the Senate Majority Leader, that the Department of Transportation favors Kentucky, which is where Mitch McConnell is a senator from. It favors Kentucky for transportation contracts and, monies and all of that. So, naturally, an investigation is launched because that is her husband. So is the nepotism getting in the way of her job and his job, because you cannot favor one state over another. So, that is not what I want to know. So, watching the Young Turks is where I got this story from. They launched a question that I want to look into. Between Elaine Show, I'm going to alter the question. Between Elaine Show and Mitch McConnell, they're being investigated for collusion, because that's what that would be. Is this a distraction from something deeper, something more nefarious between Elaine Show and Mitch McConnell? Is this collusion case a distraction? Let's see. Old turtle face and his wife. The tower. Now, when you have yes or no questions, the yes is the sun and the tower is the no. It's a distraction. I got the tower, so we're starting with that. But then again, we have 10 cards to go, so I didn't pull one card for an answer. So let's see. Is this a distraction? The star. The Queen of Pentacles, the Fool, the Six of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords. No, this is the actual case. So there is no, for me, and just personally, I think there's something deeper, but there is nothing deeper coming out here. This is a no. And then this is like the hope card. So what I get is there's a breakdown in communication. This is not, putting it mildly, this is not right. So this is something, I think the severity of it, that's the word I'm looking for. The severity of it is underestimated or is understated. This is not just Department of Transportation favoring her husband's state. This is something ugly involving her in that state. and the Department of Transportation. So yes, she is favoring them, but it's something a little more involved, because she's pouring a lot into it. So there's something a little more involved than just, here, you can have this money. It's, here, you can have this money, and maybe cut some off for Mitch, because there's the money woman at the base of it all. And then there's the sharing. Now, the Pentacles, this, sometimes I get asked if I feel drawn to one deck or another when I start to do a reading. And I don't really all the time. Sometimes I just pick them at random. I thought I picked them at random until just now. If you look at this, this is the person who has the money. So they're the person in the position to share. This is their money, all the big money. They're passing out the little money. There's some in the scale here, but they're only handing out money to one hand. This person's got two hands out and they ain't get nothing. This person's got one hand out, they ain't get nothing. This person's got one hand out, they're getting everything. Not to mention, are they getting everything, but there's a huge coin purse in that person's hand. So that's why I say they have the money, you give that money to the state, and then there's a coin purse there, you give the rest to Mitch. There's something else there. So there's not like a cover-up for something outside, like some sort of port trade agreement or something overseas or something. This is something between them. This is something in-house. So I guess, yeah, it is, but there's no investigation into that. So I guess that's probably why I get a no, this is not a distraction, but there is something else there. So there's like, no, there's no murder, but there's an assault. So no, there's no this to look at, but look at that. Because you get the Fool card, that's the fresh start, but you get the negative energy, you get the disappointing news, and you get the insider with the Page of Swords, and then there is defending it. Preparations and the fear, but there is defending it. So they're going to have to do that at some point, but he can always plead poor mouth and say, I have no idea what you mean, you can't prove that, because they can't. And then the Sword of Truth gallops in, and then maybe there is indeed the case that something will happen, but I don't see either one of them going to jail for nothing. So, but they will be questioned about the case that's against them now. But it's, I mean, who are we kidding, right? This is a Trump official and Mitch McConnell. So, like, what are we expecting is going to happen? Nothing. I mean, this isn't the hope card for nothing. So, they'll get away with it. But, well, I guess there's no but. They'll get away with it. That's how it goes, I guess. Now, I will say this. There is somebody who knows. So, if that person is able to make enough noise, then you'll hear more about this. Hell, let's just ask. I mean, we're here, right? Will Mitch McConnell you know what? I'm going to ask this in general instead of, because this is not proven, what I just said. So, let's ask, will Mitch McConnell be forced to resign. That's in general, not because of this, just in general, because he is never going to resign unless there's some sort of scandal. So that's kind of why I'm asking. 6 cards. Okay, that's 6. That is why I am asking. Page of Cups. Emotional news there. The Temperance. Bipartisan. The Fool. Leap of Faith. Fresh starts. 7 of Wands. Successfully defending. The Knight of Cups. Someone to the rescue. The 2 of Wands, that is preparation, and the Magician. So no, he will be accused, but he will defend. Something, not this. Not what I was just saying. I'm not trying to tie the two together. I just did the readings together. He will be questioned about something, but he will defend. He is ingrained into Congress. They really do need term limits. But he is ingrained. Not to mention the skills that he needs to pull off his successful defense he has. He knows the right people. He knows the right cronies. He has greased the right palms. Oh, what a disgusting creature.